Making sure we're live. Oh. Come on. Goodness. All right. Hey everybody, welcome to the 1-year anniversary of the LEGO Room 5.0 and my official tour of this room. Now, I actually have a new piece of technology I'm testing out today. I have a motorized pan and tilt head attached to my tripod that should follow my face. So if I actually move around, it should, yeah. It's a little bit jerky, but it's actually pretty cool to watch that happen. Hello everybody. Actually, get my laptop up so I can see the chat. Hey Bryce, hey Marcel, and hey Easton, glad you guys can make it. So, welcome. It's really jerky, but I think we'll do the trick right now. I'm going to be hands-free. I hope you guys are having a wonderful January so far. It's been crazy, but I've found the time to really hone in on my vision for this room, and I'm really excited to show it off. So, let's start off with the far side of the room over here with one of my prized possessions, the cafe corner. Hope you guys can see it. Yep, totally in frame. The first modular ever released back in 2007, I want to say. And I'm glad to have gotten it actually when it first came out. Don't know why I did that. I'm glad to have gotten this when it first came out, and I've held on to it ever since. I'm glad it actually stayed intact ever since, because a lot of people obviously lose it when they go off to college or they move houses. I'm very fortunate mine stayed intact, and right next to it, the Green Grocer and the Market Street. Market Street being probably my least favorite of all the modulars. And by the way, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions about LEGO, really, as best I can. Above it, I have some shelf brackets that I used as ship mounts for the various Guardian ships, including the first pass of the Benatar, the Avengers Quinjet from the Ultimate Quinjet from the Endgame series, and the Milano. Easton, hope you feel better, dude. Hope you're feeling better. Get well. Stay safe. Above it, I'm not sure how well you guys can see this. Actually, I'll tilt the camera up so you can see it a little bit better. We have some of the Harry Potter Castle series up here. I don't really show these off that much. This is the 2018 wave that they actually now have stopped making. They reverted back to the green roofs in the newest wave, which I have thoughts about. I don't have any of the sets right now because I was trying to be a purist and keep them all gray roofed, but might have to change that. Also up here is the original Millennium Falcon back from 1999, I believe. Turn of the least favorite building steep. Then one of your least favorite sets turn into... Oh, I've seen this comment. Bryce has had this before. Take one of my least favorite sets and make it into a really good set. I'll have to find a set that I haven't really liked so much so far, because I don't want to really touch the Market Street. I could, but I feel like if I did, it wouldn't be the modular. It'd be something totally different. So I like that I did, though, finding a bad set and making it good. See if I can make it good. I kind of did that with the Iron Man bust. Let me grab that, actually. When I improved this guy, I kind of did that, but I could see myself going one step beyond and going full on, taking a bad set and making it good. This camera tripod is really going haywire right now. My face is right here. Oops. Alrighty. Below down here, I have a bunch of cube shelves of some of my smaller sets, including like the Chip in the Bottle, the Ghostbusters Ecto ones, some Jurassic Park stuff, Wall-E, Doctor Who's down here. I show this off pretty often in my videos. The camera has a mind of its own. It's not the camera, it's the gimbal I have attached to it. It's a $40 motorized face tracking gimbal off Amazon. I think it's like a knockoff version, what's called the Gim Owl. And it does the trick if I move slowly enough, but if I move too quickly, it just loses me. Over here we have some other sets, such as a Town Hall, Fire Brigade, Pet Shop, and Grand Emporium. People forget, when I posted a video to Reddit showing off the room, people forgot how big the Town Hall was, and it is huge. It's the tallest modular, I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless you count the Daily Bugle, which I don't really count it. I think it's like a Marvel set that fits in with the modulars, but has a very different aesthetic style to it. There we go. Over here, we have two of my only completed frames, Star Wars and Harry Potter. Both of them are full, although Harry Potter has one extra slot left for a figure. I have yet to decide which figure I'm putting in that slot, but those two sets are, I guess, completed. I don't intend to get any more figures for Harry Potter or Star Wars. Put the Spider-Man jacket on. It's actually upstairs in my closet upstairs. It's not that cold down here. I'm actually getting kind of warmed up because of my two very bright boxes that I have. I have one here and one on the other side of the camera. So I'm actually pretty warm down here. If it gets colder, I might put on a Spider-Man jacket, but also I could put on the Lego sweater, the Lego sweater I have from Levi's. That thing is comfortable. Just washed it a couple days ago too. I had to pull all the pieces off. Real pain, but worth it in the end. Back here in this little alcove, we have some bigger sets. Ferris wheel, the Palace Cinema, the Assembly Square, Detective Office, Parisian Restaurant, Brick Bank, as well as, if you can see in the back corner, we have the automatic binding brick set in the box, full set. My YouTube play button that I built when I think reached 3,000 subscribers. Now I'm double that. I might build one out of some more shiny gold bricks if I hit 10,000. That might be something that I do. And also on the far right-hand side, I have my collection of collectible figures, some rare ones, some historic ones, and ones that are really important to the history of Lego. Lego Sweater Pog. I'm not sure what Pog means. A little bit old that way. Careful. There we go. Over here, we have my collection of the history of the Lego brick. A brick for each iteration of it, from 1949 all the way to 1990, as well as this box that I grabbed from a craft store for all of my wooden and very, very rare pieces, such as the wooden duck, the Ferguson tractor, some wooden blocks, the yo-yos, very, very important stuff for Lego's history. And then we have the newer modulars. I have them over here. Should I move the camera a little bit closer to me so you guys can see a bit better? There. Let's try that. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I mean, Corner Garage, Downtown Diner, Bookshop, Police Station, and the Boutique Hotel are over here, as well as a new set that I picked up a couple days ago that I'm probably not going to review because I already built it. The Gargantuan Showdown, I forget what it's actually named, but it's the Shumagorath-esque build from Doctor Strange 2 and Multiverse of Madness. It's a really beautiful build. I was able to really appreciate the shapes that they got. They get that nice sphere, and the eye itself is very detailed and very well done. It did give us the 4th Doctor Strange figure. Every time they make a Doctor Strange figure, it's unique, and that's really rare for Lego. I mean, and not unlike Iron Man, where it's like a different suit each time, there are only slight variations to the figure that you'd think they just repeat one, but no, Lego has never repeated a Doctor Strange or Wong figure for that matter. Fun fact, and I hopefully will one day do a Doctor Strange figure, like which one's best kind of thing. Do I like Ninjago? I never really built Ninjago. There are very few Lego themes that are made by Lego that aren't like city that I really got into, like Ninjago or, dare I say, Bionicle. I really didn't get into a lot of sports. I didn't do much of. A lot of their Monkey Kid as well. A lot of the themes that they make within the Lego brand that are their own story based, I never really built. I stick mostly to licensed themes. This camera gimbal is just going nuts. It's working, but it's like moving back and forth. It's almost like I'm on a ship right now. I like that set too. Yeah, it's a pretty cool set. You didn't like Bionicle. I liked it growing up, but you're kind of paying for action figures because you're building essentially just an action figure, and you're paying a lot more for than you would have for like a G.I. Joe or just a normal Marvel action hero figure. So I appreciate Bionicle. I really do. And the people that love Bionicle, I hope they get more Bionicle sets. I'm just not the biggest fan of them. And then over here on the other side of the room, hold on, my cat's going haywire. Okay, she's fine. Hey, camera. There we go. What's the rarest Lego set figure you have? Probably Mr. Gold. He's over there on the shelf above the Palace Cinema. Over here we have my Marvel figures. I don't look at much of a chance to show off this board. I show it off maybe in clips every now and then after I build a big set. Did you see the new Mechs that are coming out? Yes, I did. I actually made a video about them. I am thrilled we're getting a new Wolverine minifigure. That's awesome. And we're getting another Black Panther figure that has a Chadwick Boseman / T'Challa face. That's awesome. We don't need another Iron Man though. That's just stop making Iron Man figures. But over here's the Marvel board. It is currently, I'd say, 3/4 of the way filled, so I'm literally almost running out of space again on this guy, even though this is literally a 40 by 54 inch picture frame. It's actually 2 frames attached together, and I could make some room by removing some builds. Like I have Anthony the Ant here, the Rhino mech suit, Giant Man, the Vulture and his full wings are here, so I could make some room, but I think it just looks so good with having a combination of both figures and builds on it. Let me give you a better shot of it. There we go, look at that. That's better. Got some messages, got some chats I need to answer. There we go. Find my face, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I'll have to either experiment more with this camera gimbal or just get a new one because this one costs $30 off Amazon. And I'm not saying it's doing the trick. It's allowing me to move around a bit more freely, but it is just mine of its own right here. So yeah, I can show you the newer Doctor Strange figures. So this one came with the No Way Home set like a month ago. Oh, we're trying to find this face. And this one was the latest one with the Doctor Strange 2. They're different figures. They have slightly different chest prints, which is just insane, because you'd think that figures are coming out that close together would be different, but they're not. And it's just incredible to see Lego, for some reason, go all out on Doctor Strange figures. Have you heard Lego's making a Muppet CMF? I did see that, and I saw the leaked images, and they look fantastic. I didn't do the Looney Tunes one, but the Muppet ones I might do, because I do love the Muppets. I used to be a big puppet builder and puppet maker, but I haven't really had a lot of chance to go back into that. But the Muppets, oof, that's hitting my childhood right there. Then again, so is Looney Tunes. Am I gonna get the Sonic set? I want to. I don't think I have a lot of room for it, nor do I really want to spend $60 on that set. I think the Sonic figure looks good, but we have the Dimensions figure. I think the set itself is a really good, faithful adaptation of the, I forget the name of the actual level 1, but level 1 of Sonic. I think the Eggman build looks not that good, and I want it to be better, but that's just me. If you want to get it, by all means, go ahead. I think it's a cool set. There we go. Sneak around over here. But yeah, Sonic, I wish they did that set, but for Mario, then I'd be all on board. Give me a Mario level 1 set, but that I can like, okay, it's almost like, give me a Mario series that is like that Sonic set, where you could combine multiple together, but just make it minifigure scale. They did that exact Mario concept, but with that technological, like, Mario brickhead style thing. I just don't think it worked that well. I thought it was too reliant on the app and technology to make it worth buying those bricks. So make a set like that that's minifigure scale for Mario, I'm game. Will you build your Lego Mythbusters idea set like your art kit? Okay, I didn't plan anybody to ask that question, but I was hoping to show these off. These are the actual figures. I went ahead, got the pieces for them, and built them. To answer your question, probably. There's a very high chance I will. I would love to build it. It is definitely more pieces than the art kit, so it would be more expensive, but I am building a couple parts of it. These are some of the pieces for the rocket launcher, because I do want to test that out and make sure it works well. But I did go ahead and buy the pieces for it. Every piece in this series, in the Mythbusters set, every piece from the figures is real except for one. So here's Tori Belleci. Here he is. It's funny, we didn't get his attention on Twitter yet. He actually did post a figure version of himself for, I think there's a new movie's coming out, so he posted that as promotion. But hopefully we can get him to see our version. Carrie Byron, who actually did see the set on Twitter and called it cute. So we got an attention of an actual Mythbuster calling our set cute. Do I have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure? Give me 1 second. Yes, I do. Both of them, actually. Late great Grant M. O'Hara in figure form. The camera's going nuts because it's trying to focus on two faces. Jamie Heineman. I love the way this figure looks. I know a lot of people want me to use the mustache piece as opposed to a mustache print, but I think the print looks so good on him. Buster, which is just the crash test dummy figure from the CMF series. I think CMF series 1, actually, the first wave. And, hello. And the only figure with a custom piece that I had to paint, Adam Savage. The face on Adam is the face of Kevin from the 2016 Ghostbusters set. The Chris Hemsworth character had a really great glasses and smile. I had to paint the beard on, but all the other pieces in this series are real Legos, which I'm really proud of because I didn't want to make like so many custom prints that I couldn't do it for real like the art kit. Because one of the reasons I love the art kit, and you still can vote for it, it's still at like 1,500 supporters, and if that gets made, awesome. If not, Mythbusters, I think I'm really excited about both of them though. But I like that the art kit I could tangibly build and test out. And if I made too many custom pieces for Mythbusters, I wouldn't be able to do that. Were you happy when those people showed up in No Way Home? Don't want to say because spoilers. You can refer to my Marvel 2021 ranking video. I explain that. I do explain that in a bit more detail, how I felt. Now, somebody asked about the Tobey Maguire. Beanos Beans asked about the Tobey Maguire figures. Yoo-hoo. Thank you. You know what? I'll spin the camera over to this area. Okay. Going on an adventure. Find my face. Ah, there we go. Over in this corner, I have my collection. Oh my god, find my face. There we go. Of the original Spider-Man figures. It does not want to look at them. There we go. So Mary Jane, Green Goblin, both versions with the gold on his helmet and the gold not on his helmet. Spider-Man in his darker uniform, Spider-Man in his brighter uniform. Camera didn't want to see it, so I'll make it see it. Okay. Here we go. Here's the original Spider-Man figure from the studio line, as well as the first Spider-Man movie. And here is the darker blue variant used for Spider-Man 2. And I have Doc Ock in there as well. I wanted to do a 3 Spider-Man photo shoot, but I have to make an Andrew Garfield. There actually is. There is a real Andrew Garfield minifigure that is licensed by Lego, but it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and they made like 50 of them, so they're like $4,000 a figure. So while that'd be awesome to have, I'm not sure if it's totally worth it. Going up and over. Pop it right down center again. Ooh, there we go. Hold on 1 second. There we go. I have a lot of hope for the Mythbuster set happening, says Aaron. Oh, thank you. I have a lot of hope too. We already have gotten the attention of literally 2 Mythbusters on Twitter. Adam Savage retweeted it, which just made my day. And Carrie Byron retweeted it as well. Jamie's no longer on Twitter, and Tori is currently promoting his own movie, so we might not be able to get him just yet. We also had an article written about the set too, which I was just blown away by. I didn't ask for any of that. Heck, I didn't even post a set on Twitter until someone else did, so it clearly hit a chord with people, and that's what's really fun about Lego Ideas, getting to really just strike a chord with people saying, "Oh, I want that." That's really fun to see happen. Easton asked, "Do I want the new AT-AT?" I was gonna make her buy a buyer about that video. It is the $800 massive one. I think is like, I want to say this tall, like huge. No, not particularly. I haven't really bought a Lego Star Wars set in quite a while because I think they're just a little bit overpriced and they keep redoing the same 4 or 5 sets. Like I made a video about it where like they just keep making land speeders or falcons or X-wings, and I get it. You kind of want to have at least one of each of the main ships always in rotation so that, oh my god, this is making me like dizzy and sick by watching this back and forth. I am so sorry to everybody if you're watching this and getting dizzy. Find my face. What are you? Ah, boy. So I get the idea of having one set of each in rotation, but I don't think they really do a good job of keeping up with what Star Wars is. And I get it. I'm going to turn this thing off. Turn off. Oh my god, turn off. Kill the AI. There we go. And I get that like Star Wars as a franchise is in a weird spot. They're not making consistent output that is loved by people. That's why you didn't really see a lot of sets based on Rise of Skywalker. You didn't even see a new Emperor set or like a Battle of Exegol or really anything that was bigger than what was shown in the trailers. So I get that. But I feel like that's really hurt the quality of Lego sets, and they're really only pulling from 3 movies, even though there kind of is a market for the prequels, and there kind of is a market for the sequels, and there kind of is a market for Mandalorian. I might wait until Star Wars finds its footing as a franchise first before buying, any more Star Wars sets. Long story short, no, probably not going to spend $800 on AT-AT. Or, for that matter, $600 on the Titanic. I think they've made too many large Lego sets in one year. I think this year had like 3 sets that were priced over $500, and that's kind of crazy to think about. Favorite and least favorite MCU movie overall? Okay. Least favorite probably is gonna be, I don't know, either The Incredible Hulk or probably Black Widow. I think both those movies tried to not do enough. Let me rephrase that. Both those movies didn't do enough to either progress the story along or give our character any meaningful growth. All of the growth of Black Widow you could have seen in Endgame. You didn't need a whole movie to back it up. And all of the arc of the Incredible Hulk was shown in Avengers. It didn't need its own movie. Now, you can make them have their own movies, but you have to justify it by giving the character enough growth. So those two are my least favorite. Probably, they go back and forth which one actually is my least favorite. Favorite's probably going to be, gosh, because like, yeah, I love Infinity War Endgame, who doesn't? But favorite like singular movie, probably Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that one just is moment to moment perfect. I can watch that one on loop over and over again and never get bored. How to make Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. For torso and leg Spider-Man from Tanker Truck Showdown, because torso is a different print, and use head 20 Spider-Man. Yes, you could do that. I actually have done that before. You're taking the Tanker Truck Showdown Spider-Man with the longer Spider-Man emblem that's different than the MCU one, and the 2012 Spider-Man has those big white eyes. Yes, I could do that. I think I might want to try to find a knockoff version of the Comic-Con print. Because I have to imagine it exists somewhere. Somebody out there had to have made a custom version of that print. If I can't find that, then yeah, I'll just repurpose old parts. I only have one of the Tanker Truck Showdown Spider-Man, so I might need to get another one. Hey Asher, good to see you, man. How you doing? All right, let's try this tripod. Let's try this gimbal one more time. See if 3. It's gonna do it's gonna be a 360 first. There it goes. Find my face. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit better. Oh, we're a lot smoother now. Okay, that's nice. Just putting it through its paces. You know what? It's working better. I see it's doing that thing again. Ah, boy, boy, boy. We thriving? Yeah, we're thriving. We're thriving as best we can in these times. I mean, this room is definitely helping me out for sure. It's definitely giving me like a sense of zen and comfort. Not just to have a collection around me, but also just to keep building, keep discovering new things. Part of it is building actual sets, like the Boutique Hotel was really fun to build. My first modular, in a year. But also building like the Mythbusters or Art Kit digitally has really allowed me to hone in my own building skills and my own building identity as a Lego fan. It's just really invigorating, and it's therapeutic to find an artist's identity through bricks. This room got mad Legos. Yep, couldn't have said it better myself. This room does have some mad Legos. Did you get the Lego Deadly Bugle? Yes, I did. I have a video of it on the channel now. I can tilt actually the camera down so I can show it. It's visible? No, I have to lower this guy. Whoop. There it is down there. You can see a little sliver of it. It's tall. I had to move it off of the top shelf and onto its own little cubby because I didn't have room for the Boutique Hotel if I had both in the same plot. Whoop. Follow me. There we go. Appreciate that. I feel the same way about my terrarium. Yeah, physical collections, as long as they don't overtake your life, as long as they don't distract you from what's also important in your life, the people that are around you, can be really therapeutic for you and to give you a sense of artistic creativity and license as to how you express it, your love of that craft. So obviously, I could barricade myself down here and just build Legos and buy Legos nonstop, but finding that balance between collecting, building, and having a life upstairs, if you will, is really important. You can find happiness in both. One is not an escape for the other. They're both helping you find happiness and find joy in your life. I'm turning this guy off again. I'm so sorry, guys. Freedom. And to make an unmasked version, there's two ways you use the hair and face. Oh, this is an unmasked version of Andrew Garfield, by the way. Use the hair and face from Hawkeye from Age of Ultron, or just use the face of Bruce Banner and the hair from Egon from Ghostbusters. Yes, you could use that Ghostbusters hair. You could also use, there's a hairpiece in, I think they used actually the exact same hairpiece in the Downtown Diner figure. This little updo here. Very Andrew Garfield. There also is, and I'm not sponsored by this site, I just love this site so much. Firestartoys.com has a 3-pack of custom heads, one for each Spider-Man, one for Andrew Garfield, one for Tobey Maguire, and one for Tom Holland. They look really good, so if you need a new face for those characters and you want something a bit more than just repeat Lego faces, Firestartoys.com. Really good stuff. Not sponsored. Do you have all the Marvel mech suits? No, I have none of the Marvel mech suits. Strike that. I have some of the figures from them. I don't buy the Marvel mech suits kind of out of principle. I think they're making way too much of them. It's my same complaint with Bionicle. You're just paying for an action figure at the end of the day. Can you do more Marvel? What kind of Marvel? I am working more so on my Marvel box set. I'm working on, for those of you who don't know, I'm making my own Infinity Saga box set. I have the real one upstairs, or at least the packaging for it, but they're about $1,000 on the resale market, and I want to make my own kind of better version of it. So I'm contacting some print shops right now to work on printing the decals for each page of my book packaging. But yeah, I'm working on some more Marvel stuff right now. I just got a couple, guys, I have to get a couple more things in line before I make the next video. Favorite Spider-Man. Look, I grew up on Tobey Maguire. He was my boy. I grew up on him. I saw that all three of them in theaters. I think he looks a little bit too old to be Spider-Man. try that. He looks too old to be Peter Parker, but they only have him in high school for one movie. Andrew Garfield's really good, but he needs a good script to shine, and he's really never been given a good script until recently. So it's kind of Tom by default, if you ask me. Tom Holland is a really good Spider-Man. I think he encapsulates that youthful exuberance, and I cannot wait to see what Sony does with him next in making him more like Peter Parker. Because Tom was always a great Spider-Man, but he wasn't always the best Peter Parker. Because they are kind of two different acts. Kind of like who's the best Bruce Wayne and who's the best Batman. They're kind of two different acts you have to play. Bionicle was always my favorite. I guess I loved customizable action figure aspect. Yeah, there is a really solid fan base for Bionicle. Even to this day, people still love Bionicle. I just was never one of them. I actually kind of preferred some of the sports figures to Bionicles. I had some growing up, but I kind of fell into the minifigure hole first and foremost. Can you talk more about Marvel, like how to build Ronin? Oh, like some more Marvel custom figures. Well, that's a good idea, actually. I could do some more Marvel customs. Or I could do some more Marvel knockoffs. Like, there are a lot of people that just love those knockoff videos, and I love making them. The only problem is shipping is so slow from international. But, yeah, I'd be more than happy to do some more Marvel custom stuff. Andrew is good in concept, but his movies are bad. Yeah, I do think Andrew's a great actor. Social Network, he's phenomenal in, but he needs a good script in order to really shine. Tick, Tick, Boom, he's great in that. I think he actually just won, was it Golden Globe for that performance? Yeah, he's great. I love Andrew Garfield as an actor. And when he's given the right script, he shines. Do I have any Fabuland sets? I always see a couple of Fabuland sets when I'm at conventions or fairs. I never get them. I want at least that one figure for the collectible shelf back there. At least one. What hairpiece would I use for Ronin? Okay, it's kind of like for Ronin, you could use. You need like a swept to the side hairpiece that is short though. There are some custom girl pieces, some girl hairs you can use for Ronin. That's a good question. I would say any swept back, I think it's what it's called, or swept left hair pieces would be good for Ronin. Because I don't think they have, unless you want to go for the full-on like mullet hair piece like Mr. T has, I think. I'm not sure if it was a print or if it was an actual headpiece like that, but I would definitely look at some of those. Or like maybe even if you use the Valkyrie hairpiece, it's kind of like a ponytail-esque hairpiece, and maybe paint it brown, you could do that too. Knockoffs are really fun to watch. Yeah, I love knockoff videos. They're also pretty cheap to make too. So here's the deal. If you have any good knockoffs that you see on like eBay or Etsy, comment them in a video, and I will collect as many as I can to do another massive Marvel knockoff video. I've been meaning to do that for a while, but I would love to see, if you just are really curious about a figure, like saying, wow, this looks great, I wonder if it actually looks good in person, but you don't want to spend the money on it, I'll spend the money on it. I'll happily do it. So leave a link either in this video or on any of the other knockoff videos with the figure you want to see me review, whether from eBay or Etsy or any other, let's say, trusted site. I'm not going to go on some sort of weird third-party site and buy a figure that I'm not, that I don't trust that site. But if it's from eBay or Etsy or any place that has like buyer protection, yeah, I'll do it. You should do a vid on No Way Home knockoffs. Yeah, I would love to do that. There's a couple of them. They haven't hit the market just yet. I've seen them on like AliExpress and like Panda Bricks, but I don't really trust Panda Bricks, to be honest. I think they're a little bit sketchy looking. I'm not trying to diss them. I just don't buy from them. The Valkyrie hair piece would be pretty good. Thanks. Yeah, happy to help out. Any love for Miles? Miles Morales or Miles Lion? Not sure what you mean there. Never mind, someone said that. Yeah. I should, yeah, you know what? I might look into some No Way Home knockoff figures. I think there's enough market there. And I kind of want a lizard figure. Like, we never gotten a lizard figure. There's still villains that we have not seen in Lego form yet. We've seen plenty of Sandman. We have plenty of Doc Ock. I want to see how the Goblin unmasked figure looks. And all three Spider-Man. I want to see how accurate they are to the original figures and their characters in the film. I would love to do a No Way Home knockoff figure set. Absolutely. Happy to do that. Thoughts on the Marvel Mechs? A good concept, in my opinion. I think they've made way too many of them. And I think you're just kind of buying a $10 action figure, really just for the minifigure. That's why they exist, is for the minifigure. Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse was the best. Miles Morales is a... Miles Morales and that Spider-Verse movie is phenomenal. I cannot wait for the sequel. I cannot wait for Oscar Isaac as 2049. That movie's great. If you know what, if I can find some Into the Spider-Verse knockoff figures, I combine with that No Way Home and do like a Spider-Man multiverse knockoff minifigure selection. Maybe even throw some Venom in there as well. That'd be a fun one. If you have any figures you want me to review, leave them in the chat, leave them in the comments of this video. If you find some good No Way Home knockoff figures, send them my way. I will happily spend real money on them, even if they are absolute garbage figures. That's the fun of it. I found a knockoff on Amazon. I'm sure if you search it, Lego Spider-Man Your Shoulders set. It's very bulky. There's a bunch of bulky figures and it looks very funny. Leave it in the chat. Put it in the chat right now if you can find that link. I'll literally save it. I'll literally buy it right now on camera. Do you think they will make a Lego set on the Statue of Liberty Final Battle from No Way Home? It's funny, there were rumors that they were going to make No Way Home sets. And one of them was called Bridge Battle. We were like, ooh, okay. But it was a poly bag for Far From Home with the Tower Bridge. Yes, I think they will. I feel like they should make a Statue of Liberty battle. Kind of like, remember the Statue of Liberty set from Lego Movie 2? The Apocalypse style, with like the fallen over Statue of Liberty? Make it like that style, add a cap shield. There are dozens of fan designs out there. I think they should. I really think they should. I think they should do that. I think they should do the bridge battle with Doc Ock. And honestly, they should probably make a second Doctor Strange set with the prisons for each of the villains. That would have been a really fun set. I feel like Lego, in hindsight, kind of dropped the ball on the No Way Home set because there was only one based on the actual film. But then again, you don't know how much information they were given because it's up to the movie studios how much information they release to toy manufacturers so they can keep up with demand. For example, when The Mandalorian Season 1 first came out, the reason there was no Baby Yoda toys for that entire year was because not a single toy manufacturer was told about Baby Yoda's existence to keep the secret of that character from leaking. So I can understand why Sony and Marvel didn't tell Lego anything, so Lego didn't really have much to work off of. But now that the movie's out, yeah, let's see some more No Way Home sets based on the movie No Way Home, not inspired by Far From Home or inspired by Homecoming. Let's see some actual No Way Home sets. I agree wholeheartedly. If they make the Final Battle set, how much pieces would you want for it? How much would be the price? Also, what figures? I think I'm going to go with Easton's suggestion. Scatter the villains across 2 sets. Yeah, do a Doctor Strange prison set, or do a Doctor Strange a Doc Ock bridge battle, and the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty set, I could see it. If you guys remember the Spider-Man Ultimate Bridge Battle set that was released a couple years ago, it was a comic-based bridge, kind of like inspired by the first movie, the first Tobey Maguire movie. Had like 8 figures. I want to say it was like $120. Like that size would be perfect for the Statue of Liberty. That size, right around that $120, $150 price range, I think it's very fair. And like 8 figures is respectable. I want a Spider-Man PS4 figure or set. There is a PS4 figure. It is a Comic-Con exclusive, but that already exists. I would rather see Lego giving us 1 Spider-Man figure in each of the sets. Yeah, but there's really only 2 locations you could put them now. So maybe they just include 2 Spider-Man, the 2 non-Tom Spider-Man in the Statue of Liberty battle, so that the integrated Tom Holland suit is exclusive to the Doctor Strange set. That could work. I'm excited for the new Spider-Man game to come out next year. Yeah, I don't even own a PS4 or PS5, and I'm excited for that game. Because if you just like watch the cutscenes, that might be honestly the best Peter Parker. Like, it's one of the great like stories told in a video game. It's just so well done. But yeah, I think doing a new No Way Home wave of sets and scattering the figures across, knowing kind of like the Infinity War sets, you could get all of them and then have all the pieces. I think they should do that. Oh my god, the PS5 is an amazing console. The controller's out of this world. I put a link in the chat. It has DC and Marvel, but the Marvel looks funny. Lol. Hope I can see that link soon. I'm not seeing that link. Otherwise, just post it in the comments of the video or post it in the comments of the previous knockoff videos, and I will find it. I'll look for it, though. Multiverse of Madness hasn't come out so far. What LEGO sets would be cool? Well, we do have this guy, which was revealed in the trailer. And from what I'm seeing of the film leaks, what I've read so far, if they are to do accurate figures, there could be a lot of possibilities there. The link is above my comment. I'm still not seeing the link in here. I'm not sure if I have like a rule where I can't like... Oh, there we go. All messages are available. Let's try that. I'm really trying to find this link. But yeah, I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox. I actually don't really have any consoles. I have the Switch. I got the Switch. That was fun. And then I do have the Oculus Quest. I kind of went full on VR. I love this thing, by the way. It's really fun to play with. And I was talking to, there was a designer that posted on Reddit a couple months ago who's working on essentially a VR Lego studio where you can like build bricks in VR. And I put myself on the list to beta test that. So when the beta comes out, I'll surely showcase that because building Lego in VR would be so much fun. Or maybe you can't see it. It's the one that says ABC Toy Shop or something. All right. It's on Amazon, you said, right? Let's find this. ABC Toy Shop. No Way Home figures. Lego. I'm gonna find this link. Action art, dipping shorts. I'm not sure anybody sees the link. Jethro says, I used to have the Oculus Rift S, but I upgraded to the Valve Index. Yeah, I don't have a supercomputer. Like, I have a MacBook, and I have a Mac upstairs, so I really can't run any crazy big VR headset, which is why I went for the Quest. I'm glad I did, because I love VR, but, you know, I don't have a gaming laptop or a gaming computer. As you can see in the room around me, I don't have much time to play video games. I'm kind of building or editing, or, you know, living my life upstairs, as I say. Action art dripping shorts. Post the link. If you remember, I posted a video of the Disney Plus WandaVision knockoff figures. Post it as a comment under that video. I think with chat, sometimes you can't post links because YouTube doesn't want you posting to other things or that kind of stuff. So post the link in the comment section of that other knockoff video, and I'm sure I'll be able to see that there. Am I a 5 Nights at Freddy's fan? I respect it as one of those indie games that went huge. If you've seen anybody play Security Breach, that game was broken, and I really feel like they stretched themselves way too thin and tried to do way too big of a game for the franchise and for the developers. Oculus is the best mid-range headset out there, so don't blame me for getting it. Yeah, it's actually just the Quest 1. It's not even the Quest 2. And I love it. I can do hand tracking on it, which is really fun. And the stuff that I can do with it, I'm quite pleased with. Forgive me, I was dog hair in front of the camera. Sorry about that. If they do have variants Doctor Strange 2, they should make a CMF series about it. Well, there were rumors about a second Marvel CMF wave this year, possibly for more Disney Plus shows, but I think that was debunked. And I think, yeah, they should make more Marvel CMF series. Like, they should just do it. I thought they were gonna make one for the Infinity Saga, like one from each movie, which would have been really fun. But yeah, make more Marvel figures. I'm always game for more Marvel figures. Keep doing it. I'll buy them. Absolutely. I do wonder, though, with variants, would it get too repetitive to see the same character in 4 different Lego forms in one series? Like, I'm bemused by the fact that we have 4 Doctor Stranges, but some people hate the fact that we have like 8 Spider-Man because like each time he has a new suit, he needs a new figure. One set idea I like is the lab from the school. Yeah, you could do the lab. You, Ash and Flash, who is a YouTuber, says it's not happening. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think the CMF series was debunked. I think people were looking at the upcoming set numbers and trying to tie them up with various rumors, but it just didn't line up. And that's okay. But yeah, I do hope they make more Marvel figures. As I said, I'll buy them. Do you think they should make like 10 to 50, can't read, $10 to $25 Disney Marvel sets? I can't read. Let me try it one more time. Sorry about that, Ethan. Do you think they should make like $10 to $25 sets about the Disney Plus Marvel shows? Yeah, there's a really great fan design out there for a WandaVision set where half of it is black and white and half it's in color. It's kind of like the sitcom sets from Lego Ideas, like the Big Bang Theory or Friends or Seinfeld. Yeah, I think they could. Do I think there's a big enough market there, or do I think there's enough juice to get that kind of set going? Maybe not, but I'd love to see it. I just put the link in the knockoffs in the video. I put it right the WandaVision. All right, cool. Let me find that link. Stand by. And we'll keep going live for about another 5 minutes, I think. Maybe another 2 minutes. Not for that much longer, because it's a Friday night, and I go to bed early on Friday nights. But I do want to see what these knockoffs look like. All right, I think I see the link. All right. Most favorite Lego set you have? What time is it for me? It is 8 o'clock. I know, I'm an old fart. I go to bed early. But also I get up like 6 a.m. I also get up at like 6 a.m. every morning. Yep, Jeff, I'm right there with you. 6 a.m. every morning. If you can find the link of the video, I can put the link of your video that I put up. I know what video to put it on, dude. Don't worry. My favorite Lego set of all time that I have, either the Disney Castle, because I love building that set, or I mean, can I count the automatic binding bricks as a set? Because that's just as a set technically. All right, have fun watching the Eternals. Do I like Phoenix Customs? Yes, but they're expensive. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap up the live stream. I'm gonna grab those links from you guys, especially for that knockoff that you guys posted. If you have any more knockoffs you want me to review, leave them in the comments of previous knockoff videos. I will grab them. I'm more than happy to do a No Way Home knockoff minifigure extravaganza, multiverse extravaganza. I'm actually really excited for that now. That's gonna be a fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed this Lego room tour 1 year anniversary. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. I love just hopping on and chatting with you guys and talking to you. Sorry about the pan and tilt head. I thought it worked a little bit better. It worked fine, but it just kind of got seasick. So might tweak that. I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe, stay sane, and have an awesome, awesome night, guys. See ya.